All right, guys, we are getting caught up on these Sports Cards Live recorded episodes, eBay, watch list, ended items. This is for Tuesday, August 6th, even though I'm recording the next morning. Have to get caught up. We released 2 of these the other day, and we will now be caught up. Let's get into it, guys. The first card I was watching the week ended on eBay of August the 6th was this Teemu Selanne, the Cup. Patch auto out of 4, Reebok logo, numbered 4 of 4, beautiful red foil card, beautiful red auto, pretty cool patch. I collect Teemu. I only collect very special Teemu Selanne cards. This was on the cusp for me. It's the logo that I'm not a fan of. I don't really have any interest in Reebok logos in my collection. If that was a Ducks patch, I would have been all over this card. I let it go. It does $6.98 Canadian. Decent price for the card. Roger Clemens, guys, I love Essential Credentials. This is 1999 EX Century. The Essential Credentials now, Roger Clemens, PSA 9. Only 18 copies of this card were produced. This is sold by PSA themselves for $2,247 US, 3,100 Canadian. Just a really cool card. And Clemens is one of the greatest pitchers of all time. I was watching it. I wasn't going to bid, but I wanted to see what it would end at. And look, we just found out how much. All right, guys, a second-year honorable number, Sidney Crosby. The autograph is gorgeous. It's held up very well for the past almost 20 years. Offered by Slab Sharks. Sells for $11.75 Canadian, number 10 of 87. Again, these will be game-used patches, official NHL game-used patches on here, which I love that a lot when it comes to game used or relic cards. Again, not something I was looking to add to my collection, but I'm keeping an eye on Crosby auto patches. We all should be. All right. Quinn Hughes Ice Premiers rookie auto patch. Guys, I love the Ice Premiers rookie auto patches. They're out of 10. They've been out of 10 since at least the Crosby year in 05-06, which is almost 20 years ago now. Quinn Hughes just won the Norris Trophy. Pretty cool patch right here. These aren't game used though. These patches are certified as being worn by the featured player. I like that it says featured player. At least we know it's the player on the card. Having been worn, well, at least it wasn't right off the rack, and he did wear the sweater, not game worn, but that's hard to do. And when it comes to RPAs, I don't really hold that against the card companies. I don't hold that against Upper Deck at all. But for me, I'd rather, maybe I'll grab one of these one day, but I'll just go for a second year Quinn Hughes game used patch auto eventually. But these are gorgeous. Nice acetate finish, just wonderful looking cards. This is interesting, guys. Connor McDavid, Cup base parallel 1 of 1 on card auto from 2018. That's his 4th year Cup card. Sells for $4,250 Canadian. That's about $3,000 US. There was a little discussion in one of my private chat groups on Instagram, and some guys were thinking 8,000 it would sell for. Some were thinking 6, and I didn't even pipe up, but I was like, I don't see it going for that much, guys. Patch would be a different question. No patch, right around where I thought it would be. I was thinking about $4,000, and I do love the design of the 2018 base cards. I think this is just a beautiful inner window sort of border design. Gorgeous card. Also by Slab Sharks here is a rookie year honorable numbers McDavid auto patch. BGS 9.5, numbered out of 97. Amazing autograph right there. It does grade out a 10, but you know how I feel about graded autographs, kind of like whatever. Nice patches, 2 color patches, rookie year. I don't believe that this has been yet rookie photo shoot, so he did wear it, so that is pretty cool. It doesn't say by the featured player here, but I think we can assume that it was worn by Connor McDavid, although I guess you never know. Cool card, does 8,400 Canadian. It's a good number for a rookie auto patch, Connor McDavid. This is awesome, guys. Jagr, huge hobby love. I'm a huge fan of Jagr. I already have a copy of this card. I was collecting the 2011 Ultimate Collection Premium swatches for many, many years. I was collecting about 3 different years of it, and this is one of the years I was collecting. I no longer do. I got rid of all the commons I don't care about, and I kept all my favorite player cards, including my copy of this Jagr, which I think mine's even nicer, but this is really cool. ComC does mention that there's minor surface wear. Always be careful. They do give pretty good notes when it comes to that. I'm not sure where that surface wear is, but I want to see what this would do. It does about 350 Canadian, 250 US. Great card, numbered at 25. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece, in my opinion. That's why I have a copy myself. Guys, Batman. No. Batman. All right. 1966 Topps Black Bat. This is a PSA 3.5. And the seller here says, sharp eye appeal. This is rare value on Instagram doing the sale. I agree with this listing. This is very sharp eye appeal for a 3.5. I have a copy in my collection. I've been bullish on this card almost 10 years now. The hobby has caught up. The hobby narrative is there. People are talking about this card. A high grade 9, I think, just sold for in the 30,000s or something like that. I have a very high eye appeal 6 in my PC that I bought on PWCC a few years ago, and I just love it. Such a cool card. I also have card number 2, the Robin. If you have the Batman, guys, you got to get the Robin number 2 as well. I have one copy in my PC. Love that pair. This PSA 3.5 does 327 US, about 450 Canadian. I think it's a great copy. Congrats to the new owner. Upper Deck has come out again the second year in a row in Allure with the doubloons insert. It's I think it might have been an Easter egg perhaps, or a case hit. I'm not exactly sure, but they're pretty cool cards, taking gold to the next level really here. And this year's, listen, I liked last year's too. They were a cleaner look. This year has more of this, the glittery border here, which is nice too. I think I like the first year better though. But this Crosby sells for $200 Canadian, I believe, as a final offer. Guys, Haktua, spit on that thing, right? What are you going to do here? 2024 Pop Century. Now, this is a sealed sealed pack, one autograph featuring, I guess, Haley Welch, who is this Haktua girl. And I just wanted to see what it would do. And her 15 minutes of fame is now 16. And this card sells for 182 US, 250 Canadian. Just pretty funny. Here's a beautiful Ultimate Autograph patches. Marc-Andre Fleury, numbered out of 25. 2 nice patches, a 3-color over here, a 2-color over here. I just picked up the Bergeron of this set at the Cleveland National, so I want to see what this would do. I think I have the Howard Chuck in my collection too. Anyway, the Marc-Andre Fleury does 190 US, 265 Canadian. It's a nice card. I was thinking, maybe I'd start to pick up a few more of these cards for this particular set. I didn't. We'll see. Option's still there. There's always more cards, guys. Always more cards. The Currency Project released their Victor Wembanyama Prism rookie card, 1 of 1. I interviewed these guys in the TikTok shop, national live podcast studio, and Julian and Abdul, great guys. I love their stuff. I have one of their cards from earlier. We talked about one earlier this week as well, but this is the Wembanyama. It does 1,023 USD, over 1,400 Canadian. Really cool card. I do not have a Victor Wembanyama rookie card. I do not have his Prism, but if I did, this is the one I would want, but I just couldn't pull the trigger at over 1,400 Canadian dollars. But kudos to them, really making waves in the card art world. Ray Bourque, 2012, the Cup signature patch, numbered out of 75, BGS 9. Ray Bourque's worthy, guys, defenseman, but one of the best. Him, Paul Coffey, Nick Lidstrom. I mean, these are the best defensemen of my generation. I know there's others, but Bourque is just right up there. And I'm going to perhaps start to pick up a few more Ray Bourque auto patches. I didn't grab this one, but I'm starting to watch it. Guys, watch cards. I find this is how we get to be better at evaluating cards, is by watching them and seeing what they sell for. And this is a great way to do it. It's the way I do it. So I'm glad you're joining me along. But 122 US, 170 Canadian. Good to know, right? All right. 9070 X2000 Essential Credentials Jerry Rice, guys. BGS 9.5, only 100 copies produced. Gorgeous card. I don't own any from this set. I used to own an Emmett Smith, but this Jerry Rice sells for 4,700 US dollars, over 6,500 Canadian. I mean, Jerry Rice is the GOAT, guys. Come on. How does this card not sell for this much? Well, it does. And really cool card. I knew it would be out of my reach, but I wanted to see. I have a couple nice Jerry Rice cards. Maybe one day I'll add another. This is a great card. This is one that I should have pulled the trigger on. I love these NHL collection cards from the Cup are beautiful. Only 5 copies produced. Great foil. Nice 3-color patch. I'm assuming that it is, used in an official NHL game. Only 5 made. Great design. Beautiful aesthetic. I just love this card. 2,000 Canadian, 1,475 US. That's right where I think is fair and it should be. I kind of wish I pulled the trigger. We'll see. Maybe there'll be another opportunity, and I feel like buying it at that time. Here's another card that I've been watching for a while. I've seen this card before. I'm not sure if it's the same seller, but it looks like he finally took a price on it here. 07 emblems of endorsement from the Cup, Sidney Crosby. He was asking 1,400 Canadian. So let's, I don't have this loaded and ready to go, but let's go to Card Ladder here and let's see if we can find what that card sold for. So let's just go into their sales history here. This is a pro feature. Paste it in, and there it goes. $831 US is what he took for the card. $831 US. Not sure what that is in Canadian, but it's probably about 1,100 or something like that, maybe 1,150. So this card does not get 1,400. It gets closer to, 1,100 or so Canadian dollars. Great card. Look at that patch right there. I love that patch. And the autograph is beautiful too. Congrats to the new owner. I love that card. This is the card, guys. I mean, this card was ended. So I talked about this card in a recent episode of this show, like just a few days ago. And I said that, I saw a copy of this at the National. A guy had it in his showcase, no price. I said, how much for the Sakic Beam Team, PSA 10? He goes, $500, he tells me. I'm like, oh, wow, that's way too much. I knew that was kind of a dumb price. And then I see on eBay that Ken Mueller Sports Cars on IG has the same card for $119 US. I talked about it on this episode. I'm like, did he hear that? Did he hear that I said that there was a $500 one at the National? He decided to take it off eBay because all he did was ended the listing because the item's no longer available. So maybe someone else reached out to him and said, hey, I'll take that card from you. You want to sell it to me? Maybe that's a deal. Like, these are really cool cards, but they're out of 500. That's a big number, even for a 90s insert. And 119 is probably the right price. You can find these raw on eBay here for $40-$50. So is a PSA 10 worth, an $70, $80 premium? Maybe it is. Probably, I guess. But is it worth a $450 premium like the copy I saw at National? Absolutely not. So I don't know why Ken Mueller took it off. Hopefully he sold it. Hopefully someone did see the video, saw value, and went and bought the card. Congrats. All right. Look at this Paul Kariya patch. It's just a beautiful patch. I had to watch it again, see what it would sell for. 02 Upper Deck piece of history, numbered out of only 25 copies, and just a sick patch on that. Look at that beauty. Cards, just a great full body shot of Paul Kariya. Tons of hobby love for him. Does 202 US, 280 Canadian. I know the Paul Kariya guys, whoever got this is very happy. Congratulations. This is a Outburst Gold from Upper Deck Flagship 2324, Mark Scheifele. This card I've been watching for a while here on eBay, and it hadn't sold, but now it's sold. And let's see if we can see what it did sell for. Let's just put it into Card Ladder here. And let's see. So there it goes, $260. It sells for $260 US. Where was it? $260 US is what it sells for. And they were asking $550. So they took under half of their ask on that, just about half of their ask for it. And I think that's a great price. These gold outbursts are really cool. And I might have bought it if I knew he would have taken so little for it. But in any event, this outburst sells for $260 USD. Now, here's the card that I talked about last time in the last episode I did here that I released, I believe, on Monday. And again, I have a copy of this card. I want to see what this one would sell for. It does 1160 Canadian now. Well, I have the same card, one of the other copies out of 5, and I paid either 1,600 or 1,800 Canadian. So I either overpaid by 650 or 450, something like that. I'm not sure compared to this one. Now, I don't know if this one only sold for this much because, well, that's what the card's worth and I overpaid, or is it because it's in an authentic PSA holder and it's not graded? I don't know the answer to this. Could be either. In any event, hopefully whoever has it enjoys it. I still love the copy I have. I'm happy with it. Don't even care really that I may have overpaid. It is what it is. You pay when you can get. There's only 5 of them. And it's Patrick Roy, Martin Brodeur, 2 of the best goalies of all time, if not the best, even though I'll take Hasek ahead of both of them, but still just an amazing card. Absolutely love it. And, it's New Jersey, and it's Colorado uniform and patch for Patrick Roy, which is often mixed up. Love the card. Congrats to the new owner. Beautiful. I want to see who was selling that one. That was MC. That was my good friends at MC Sport. Of course. Yeah. They had this at the National. That's right. Yeah. My good buddies at MC. All right, guys. Probstein sold this card, 2010, the Cup, triple auto, Gretzky, Messier, Curry. This is an enshrinement, numbered out of 10, BGS 9, does 2,000 US, 2,800 Canadian. Just a beautiful card. Perhaps my favorite or second favorite year of enshrinement autos. This is interesting. This is another low print run, our auto patch from the Cup of Connor McDavid. Now, this is a fourth-year card from 2019, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, a fifth-year card from of Connor McDavid, but a nice three-color patch, a great autograph. I don't love that it's on the Oilers logo. It's, it's kind of got all that messy stuff behind it, but still a nice design. It's a trilaterals, which is an insert set that never stuck, and who knows if it'll come back. It's an interesting, I don't know what there is a triangle formation used in the on the ice in front of the net, but kind of in the slot area. But in any event, I don't know where they got this idea from, but a nice looking card, two different pictures of McDavid on the front, 1476. And the other one that we talked about a few minutes ago, this one right over here, does 1476 as well out of 5. I like this card and design better. That would have been my choice, but they both sell for the same price, and there's 2 fewer copies of this one. So I think that offset might be because this is just a less recognized design or insert set. But $14.75 US on Probstein. He also sold this young gun, PSA 10, Sidney Crosby, for $3,100 US, 4,300 Canadian. That's right around where these things sell for. No surprise there, but I like to watch them. Here's a wicked 2009 Ultra EX. Sidney Crosby, Jambalaya, BGS 9, does $414 US, about $575 Canadian. This is the year of Jambalayas I find we see the fewest of. It's the second year of Jambalaya for hockey. The first year was 2008, but we just don't see this year very often. So somebody snagged it up for $414. I have a copy of this, so wanted to see what it would sell for. And, I thought it might have gone for a bit more, but that BGS slab brand has really taken a beating lately, even though the cards inside haven't changed. Just the narrative has changed, which is one of the hobby nuances that are out there, guys. Shohei Ohtani. This is sold by Alt. Shohei Ohtani. I love these platinum anniversary superfractors, as you guys should know by now. 101. Did it end or what happened here? It was unlisted. It was taken off. I don't know what they did with it, but they were asking $4,890 US or 6,700 Canadian, and we don't know what happened. So let's see if this card shows up again somewhere sometime. But a beautiful card of Shohei. Sub-Zero Gold. Nathan McKinnon, numbered out of 8. I love these cards. I have a few in my collection. This is from 2018. It says Mint the Cup. This is not from the Cup. That's a bit of a misleading insertion. Sure, he's won a cup, but this is not a cup card. So that's one of those, eBay tactics people use that kind of make people that kind of roll their eyes. It's kind of little, it's not shady, but you know what I mean. Just, yeah. Anyway, 8 copies made. Now, I saw this card get relisted, and here it is. Same seller, $1.25. He's got 84 feedback, 97.5% is his feedback rating. Kind of, it's still over 90. It's low. It's low, but $1.25. So it made me go back. Let's go back and see what happened here. Well, let's check out the bids. And look at this, guys. Look at this. The card gets bid legitimately up to $20. Okay, by 2 guys. 2 guys are willing to pay 20. And then you have 3 different zero feedback bidders coming in and pumping this thing over $150. I mean, is this is this a shill attempt using 3 different accounts so that you could, kind of leapfrog each shill account? Like, what an operation. Watch out for this guy on his sales. Watch out for this eBay seller, guys. Listen, I'm just saying watch out. I'm not accusing him. It could be someone else did that. I don't know. Maybe those aren't show bids. Maybe we had 3 legit zero feedback bidders who just decided not to pay at the end. The high bidder decided not to pay. I don't know. Well, then why not send out a second chance offer to the next guy? Did he? No. Probably a shill attempt here, guys. Let's be honest. Probably a shill attempt, but you just never know, I guess. So I don't know. This is a cool card. I don't see myself bidding on it because of what we saw last time. Although, maybe this card sells for $20 or $30, in which case I'd happily buy it. They're cool cards. All right, we had a Outburst Bedard Young Gun Raw sell for $9.97 by MC Sports Cards. I was just curious to see what this would do. I haven't been watching many of these just basic Outbursts. I love the red Outburst, but here's a silver. Cool card. Does $9.97 US. I mean, that's right around what a PSA 10 basic Young Gun does, and there's 5,000 something of those. So I think these are coming down to earth, and that seems like a decent value for right now. Here's a card I should have bought. only sells for $470 US. This is the 2012 Fleer Retro Jagr Essential Credentials, numbered out of 35. This is the now version, numbered on the back, right down there on the back, bottom right corner, numbered 10 to 35. I love Essential Credentials. I wish I would have bought it. I didn't. I was asleep at the wheel. Even has 210 subgrades, so my bad. 650 Canadian, 470 US. Yep. I should have bought it, guys. I was watching it with the intention to buy it, and then I just kind of forgot. And I looked at my, oh my God, the card ended. Anyway, congrats to the new owner. There's always more cards, out there. And then the last card we're looking at is not a card. It's a pack, an unopened pack of 1979 OPG Hockey PSA 9 grade. That's tough. I own a PSA 8 copy. I don't even care about the grade on these. It's about the artwork, the item, the relic itself. But this unopened pack does $3,508 USD. And let's think about, guys, that we had that unopened case that had 16 boxes and 48 packs per box. That was 768 packs. If each pack is worth $3,508, that's $2.7 million. And I think the case sold for $4 million. So, that also assumes that all the packs are going to grade this well. I thought that case was overpriced, but maybe not as overpriced as I thought it was when a PSA 9 pack of this sells for $3,508 from my friends at AA Sports Cards Vahuda. Check them out on eBay. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of the Sports Cards Live recorded eBay watch list ended items. We are now caught up, and we will have another episode coming next Tuesday on the channel. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we will see you again soon.